Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all having a good one so far. By way of introduction, my name is Ian, and I'm the product manager for the compliance group here at GitLab. And joining me today is Nate, who is the engineering manager for the compliance group here at GitLab. And if you've been following our series, this video shouldn't be a surprise to you, but we will be going through the priorities of what we'll be focusing on for the 18.1 milestone. So I'll be walking through our product priorities and why we're working on them, and Nate will get into the nitty-gritty work that we're going to be doing in order to deliver these items for the milestone. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as we can see in the priority list here, we've got about 6 priorities that we want to focus on for the 18.1 milestone. The first one there is on custom compliance frameworks improvements. So before I get into this, I just wanted to give a big shout out to the team and everyone else that has been involved in getting custom compliance frameworks released for the 17.11 release. It was a really big initiative that we've been working on for the past few milestones. And so I just really want to congratulate everyone that's been working on it and really helped us to push it through to 17.11. And we've already been seeing really great customer anecdotes from our customers as well as from the field on how users have been using this new feature. So well done to everyone, and we continue to look forward to seeing great feedback, both positive and or constructive, on how we can make custom compliance frameworks fit your workflow. And in saying that, it's a good segue into some of the improvements that we are actually thinking of releasing with custom compliance frameworks. So, in particular, for the 18.1 milestone, we'll be working on a couple of small feature improvements to ensure that your custom compliance framework experience continues to be best of class. And it's around sort of 3 big improvements. So firstly is we're going to be adding pagination to framework requirements. So we know that when you're creating a compliance framework, you can specify up to maximum 50 requirements. However, it can be quite hard to navigate the compliance framework with this many requirements. So we're going to make sure that we introduce pagination so that you're able to actually navigate requirements a lot more easily when you're creating a custom compliance framework. One of the other improvements that we're also going to be working on for this milestone is ensuring that there is some hover over information in the requirement row status, especially for pending controls. So there are controls where for some context, we will have 3 different statuses, which is pass, fail, and pending. But usually for the pending controls, we don't provide a lot of information and context. So we want to make sure that, when you do hover over the control, for the pending control, that you're able to actually see the related information there as well. And finally, one of the last things that we're doing is to ensure that we improve the UI speed and performance of the edit framework page, especially where there are many requirements and projects on that page, as well as introducing a new filtering option so that you can group by requirement, project, or framework in the compliance status report tab in the Compliance Center. So we'll be bringing a lot of these, enhancements to custom compliance frameworks to make sure that we continue to round out the experience and to make sure that you can continue using it for any of your scaled up use cases. So that's the first thing on the priority list. The second thing that we're working on is named consolidation of tables for streaming audit events. But the impact that you'll see as a customer is that because we've done the consolidation, you'll actually be able to have the filter functionality that you may not have previously had, especially if you had used audit event destinations such as AWS and GCP. So this would be the ability to filter by audit event type as well as by groups or projects. So we're really looking forward to providing this capability and look forward to it in the 18.1 release. Number 3 there is the sales initiative. So as mentioned, we've been working for the past couple of milestones to ensure that we're able to scale the audit event system appropriately. And this is one of the initiatives that we've undertaken in the back end to ensure that we have a scalable database in order to do so. Fourth is the group compliance overview dashboard. So we are working currently on a group level dashboard that will help you see the compliance status of all your projects within the group. And again, this is something that we're building on top of custom compliance frameworks as part of a roadmap, where you're able to actually see data points such as the number of controls that have failed for all of your projects, or the number of projects that are uncovered by a compliance framework. So very key aggregate data that you can look at a glance and to actually make a decision on the compliance posture of your group. So we're looking forward to deliver this very key visibility enhancement to our customers in 18.1. Priority number 5 on link violations to framework controls. So this is something again that is to help round out the custom compliance framework experience. We're making violations more useful by ensuring that violations are linked to certain audit events that are triggered that shows that you've not been complying with controls under requirements in the custom compliance framework. So again, it's something that we hope to make the violations report a lot more useful and to make it a lot more relevant to your day-to-day usage. And finally, we have improved compliance group metrics, which is, again, as mentioned, something where we are making sure that we're able to actually track the initiatives that we're looking at and making sure that we've got the metrics in place to do that. Cool. So that's the priority list there of what we're working on for this milestone. I'll now hand it over to Nate to talk through the work that's being done for each of these initiatives. So over to you, Nate.
Perfect. If you just scroll up a little bit to that one. Yeah. So as mentioned, the first one is around the improvements to the custom compliance frameworks that we've already been released. So we want to complete all of our critical follow-ups. So there's a bunch of P1, P2 things that we wanted to do as follow-ups. And so we're hoping to complete those all in this 18.1 milestone. Sales, we've had a few disruptions over the last couple of milestones, but we're hoping to get all of the back-end work for this out the door in 18.1 so that we can move on and see those benefits that Ian has already mentioned. The group overview dashboard, so we're hoping to get we've had all the database already in place, and so we're hoping to complete all of the APIs and start into the front end work so that we can start building the front end work out in 18.2 and see some of that value starting to come through. Likewise, in the violations work for framework linking to framework controls, we're still working on the database changes, but hope to get those all completed in 18.1, as well as most of the APIs completed in 18.1 so that we can start into some of the more critical front-end work there and get that out the door roughly 18.2. Consolidation of tables. This is in its final phases, so we're just going through testing and doing any fixes that we need to behind feature flags. Hopefully by the end of this milestone, we can roll out that feature flag and turn on this new functionality, which will be great to have that out the door. And then finally, with the group metrics, we're just wanting to add one more metric around our audit event system at this stage for 18.1. But yeah, that's the more detailed breakdown. Back to you, Ian.
Awesome. Thanks, Nate. Yep, so that's the work that we're doing for the 18.1 milestone. So thanks for joining us at this video, and we'll see you at the next video. Catch up.